ChatGPT generates human-like text by predicting the next word in a sequence based on the context provided by the previous words. It's not perfect, it has many limitations, some of which OpenAI lists on their website. But these limitations include things like overusing phrases and words, inappropriate responses, nonsense responses, and coherent responses that are flat out incorrect or not factual. But still, don't lose me here. The results are impressive. I used ChatGPT to write the blog post that this video is based on, and the experience was what I hoped it would be. If I inputted the right prompts, I could get a paragraph or two that was 90% of the way there. It was free of grammatical errors, but I still had to put my journalist hat on and use the skills that I spent a decade cultivating to fact check and get the final edit to a place that I was comfortable with. It didn't do my homework for me, but it did save me some time. So for writers, content creators, copy editors, developers, marketers, and even entrepreneurs that do their own social media, this could be a great way to scale your skills without hiring a big team or going to an agency. If on a good day you can write 1, maybe 2 blog posts, with ChatGPT or something similar, you could maybe write 10. And those pieces of content will still need human eyes on them to make it current, make sure it's correct, put it in modern vernacular, and fix things like repeated words or phrases which are, technically fine, but sound strange to human ears, and then add in things like references and analogies. It has the potential to increase your capacity and your efficiency. Many a software engineer is also wondering if they will be out of a job soon, and the way I see it, the answer is no for 3 main reasons. 1, ChatGPT outputs buggy code, so already we have some problems. Number 2, it's not great at debugging code, even simple problems. And 3, it can't input complex or comprehensive prompts to get software to perform complex tasks. So we will continue to need human software engineers for a little while longer. And like with writers and marketers, ChatGPT can help software engineers to scale their skills by performing certain programming tasks under human supervision. Looking at both AIs, there's a theme to their limitations that Gerhard Leonhardt talks about in his book, Humanity versus Technology. And that is that it can't produce true creative. So far, that's something only humans can do. Storytelling, evoking emotion, empathy, creative problem solving, or predicting trends are all things AI can't replace, according to experts like Gerhard. ChatGPT can write a good script, but it can't produce metaphors, analogies, or use examples of personal experience. And these are all key components to storytelling. Interestingly, neither tool can cultivate something novel, like a new style of writing or a new genre of art, despite having access to massive amounts of historical data. So by focusing on improving those specific skills, creatives can thrive in a world where creative is highly automated and processes are commoditized. Looking at this like a spectrum, if you are on one end and you rely on these tools too much, you won't improve, you won't learn the basics, and you ultimately just won't succeed. If you use ChatGPT to write all of your blog posts and all of your marketing material, all of your YouTube scripts, you are going to get lost in a sea of informative but dull articles and talking head videos. It's like knowing how to use a calculator, but never actually learning how to do math. All that to say, new technology scares people every time. Our slow-to-evolve brains have not caught up with the pace of innovation, and it has had some really comical consequences in hindsight. I heard an interview with Justin Pfeiffer, the editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine, list off all of these examples of how poorly people reacted to innovation in the past. Doctors considered the waltz dangerous to your health. People were scared of cars and skeptical that they could ever be as reliable as a horse. Record players were a menace capable of turning a generation of kids into machine babies, and kaleidoscopes were a danger to society because people might walk around entranced by the colors and crash into walls. And it all sounds ridiculous now, which is why I like to take a critical look at developments like this and see what's really going on under the surface. With that being said, if you want to see this top performing video that an AI helped me write, title, and create the thumbnail for, you can click on it right here.